Hi and welcome to E-ZTutoring. Today we are going to cover how to graph square root functions. So let's suppose we are given this square root function right here. Now I went ahead and I wrote this form of a square root function, and a, h, and k tell you a lot of different things about this square root function. For example, a tells you whether it's a vertical stretch or compression. I won't go over all these graph transformations. You can find that in my other video. I'm going to assume you guys are familiar with graph transformations, and I will state what each thing does. So this too will cause a vertical stretch. A vertical stretch, which means that the function will actually vertically stretch. It will vertically get bigger by a factor of 2. All right, so now we can look at the h value. The h value is 1. So this 1 is going to be horizontal shift. And I'm going to put a right arrow to signify that it's going towards the right since it's minus 1. So minus always means opposite, so that means you go to the right. All right, and the last transformation that we have here is a plus 3. This 3 means it is a vertical shift, which means that the graph will simply move up, and it goes up because it's plus 3. When it's on the outside, it's no longer opposite, so you just go up. So these are our transformations, and these transformations should be applied to the parent function. What is a parent function? Parent function is simply y equals square root of x. Your parent function is the function with no transformations on it. No vertical stretch, no horizontal shift, no vertical shift. None of that. You get just square root of x. That's your parent function. I already went ahead and I graphed the square root of x. So in order to graph something like this, you want to start off with your parent function and then slowly, one at a time, apply each one of these transformations until you get to here. All right. So let's start off with a vertical stretch of 2. You can do these in any order, doesn't really matter. So a vertical stretch of 2 simply means that we will take each coordinate and we will look at its height, how high up it goes, since we're doing vertical, and we will multiply that by a factor of 2. So for example, this coordinate right here is at a y coordinate of 3. We multiply that by 2, and that puts it at a y coordinate of 6, right over there. Same with this one. This is at a y coordinate of 2. We multiply that by 2, and that puts us at a y coordinate of 4. By the way, if you don't know how to graph the parent function, all you do is just plug in values from 0 onward. You can't do any negative values because there is no such thing as square root of a negative. All right, anyways, this one is at a y coordinate of 1. Multiply that by 2. That puts us there. This is a little tricky. What's the y coordinate of this point? 0. Multiply that by 2. Also 0. So it stays right where it is. And this over here is y equals the square root of x with a vertical stretch of 2, which is really y equals 2 square root of x. So we've applied one transformation so far. Let's do the next one. Horizontal shift to the right by 1 unit. So that means we take every single point of our new one and move that towards the right by 1 unit. So we take this point and we move it to the right 1 unit. That puts us right there. Easy enough. We take this point, move it to the right 1 unit. That puts us there. Take this point, move it to the right 1 unit. Take this point, move it to the right 1 unit. And our new function looks like so. All right. So we've applied 2 out of 3 transformations so far. We have one last transformation to do. And that transformation is a vertical shift up by 3. So let me make some new coordinate points for us here. 1, 2, 3. So now we simply look at the y coordinate of each and add 3 to them. Easy enough. And of course, you have to look at the last transformation you just did, which is this one right here. So we look at this coordinate. It's at a y coordinate of 0. And we're looking at the y coordinate because we're doing vertical. And we go up 3. 1, 2, 3. That puts us right there. We look at this one. It's at a y coordinate of 2. So we go up 3, which puts us at 5. This one is at 4. So we add 3 to it. And that puts us at 7. And then this one is at, kind of hard to tell since my graph is not really to scale, but I believe it's at 5, which would put it at 8. I'll put it somewhere around here. Anyways, these are our new points. So now all we need to do is connect the new dots, and our final graph will look like this. So this one right here is the graph of y equals 2 square root of x minus 1 plus 3. All you got to do, start off with a parent function, apply all your different transformations, and you will get your final graph. So that is how you do it. I hope this made more sense and seems easier to you guys now. If you guys ever want ACT or SAT help, be sure to visit my website, www.e-ztutoring.com. Thank you guys and have a good day.